What is going on, YouTube? Onyx back on this Mud 15, and in front of me we have the new Combine Warrior for today, and it is probably going to be one of the most one of the most expensive Combine Warriors that they're going to put out, mainly because he's so fast. It's RG3. His cards are always pretty expensive, at least the better cards. Even the cards that aren't that great are still pretty expensive for their actual overall. Like his 85 quarterback card is pretty expensive for an actual 85 quarterback. Most of them are not nearly as expensive as this RG3 was. And as you can see, the cheapest one is 370k. Obviously, it's going to go down a little because this is just the first day it's been out. But I don't think it's going to go down much. Maybe to 300k, maybe to the 2-something range, depending on how often you get these actual collectibles out of these packs for to do this RG3. Depending on how often these collectibles come flying out, his set is probably going to stay pretty expensive. Let's look at his stats. And he actually gives you a +2 juke move for your entire team, which is actually pretty good. For those of you who like running elusive running backs and doing juke moves and such, like I do with Trey Mason. 96 speed quarterback. So if you don't have Michael Vick, here you go. You don't have Michael Vick, you can RG3. 96 speed, 98 excel, 94 agility. That is ridiculous for a quarterback, especially a 6'2 quarterback. So he's got Michael Vick beat with height. He actually has pretty good throw power too. He doesn't have the accuracy that Ultimate Team Mike Vick does, obviously, because he's an Ultimate Legend. He's supposed to be the best quarterback at that position in MUT. But this is probably your second best bet. I haven't used him yet, obviously, so he might have some deficiencies. You know, usually stats don't always show how good or bad the card is. Sometimes the card might have really good stats and might play worse than a lower overall card. So his stats look pretty good though. 94 spin moves, 91 juke move, 92 ball carrier vision, 87 elusiveness, and 71 stiff arm for a quarterback. With that 97 throw power, so you know he can throw darts. And then his accuracies aren't great, but they're not horrible. I was using that Teddy Bridgewater. His accuracies are pretty similar to that Bridgewater, and that Bridgewater was a very good passer in my opinion. Every once in a while he would miss one, but nowhere near as bad as Cam Newton. Cam Newton misses a lot. Teddy Bridgewater missed like once every 15 to 20 throws, if that. RG3 stats are kind of similar, not exactly. They're kind of similar though, depending on his actual throwing motion, his release. See how fast he actually throws and how good his actual throws are. He has pretty good play action too, and very good throw on the run, which is great for a 96 speed quarterback. So you can, especially when people run those zones, you can kind of run near that zone, make them come down, and just throw behind him, which is what a lot of people do with these fast quarterbacks, and he's probably going to be pretty accurate at doing that. So yeah, new Combine Warrior RG3 is out. Very expensive, so if you do get lucky enough to pull some of these collectibles out of packs, I definitely say finish this set as quickly as possible so you can sell him for the most you can get, because he's not going to stay this price. The market's not really going to get flooded with him, but there are going to be more of him, at least for the week. His price will probably go back up after the week is over, and once next Friday comes and new Combine Warrior collectibles get put out and his disappear out of packs, his price might come back up to around this price range, just because they take the collectibles and stuff out of packs, so people can't make him as easy as they could before. But like I said, it's pretty early too, so if you can get them now, go ahead and sell them. If not, maybe wait. I don't know. His price might go back up more when he's not as when there's not as many of him on the auction block. But people may not like him, and he may always be on the auction block, so his price may not stay up there. So it's kind of iffy, kind of like Darren McFadden. Everybody has that Darren McFadden, and everybody's selling him every time they get him, people don't keep him for very long. He's not really that good. He's okay, pretty good stiff arm, pretty fast. I'd rather use Trey Mason. There's a few other running backs I'd probably rather use over that Darren McFadden, and obviously in other people's minds, there's also other running backs they would use rather than this Darren McFadden, because as you can see, 95 overall running back is all the way down to $53K. So any type of budget team, if you need a running back, hey, people are basically saying, here, take this McFadden, we don't want him. Anybody who has a bad team and needs a better running back, you can get the McFadden. There's probably better choices, honestly, that aren't 95 overall, but if you're just looking for highest overall, cheapest price, hey, McFadden. If you're actually looking for a really good running back, I would stay away from McFadden. Trey Mason is cheaper than him. Darren Sproles is cheaper than him, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember if the flashback Sproles is cheaper than him or not. He might be near his price. Not 100% sure. And then Darren McFadden is kind of screwing up the market too, because he's going for so cheap. Here, let me show you. Because this McFadden is so cheap, because no one likes him, he's screwing up the 95 overall running back market. So since he's down to now 51K, Steven Jackson dropped. Steven Jackson had went back up to 100K, but now he's down to 70. Alfred Morris is down to 84, which he kind of should be there, because it's probably, I really didn't like him, and there's probably a bunch of other people who didn't like him either. As you can see, this guy just picked him up in the auction yesterday and is reselling him today. There's probably a lot of people who are not liking this Alfred Morris. He was really a real disappointment to me, but like I said, Darren McFadden is screwing up the running back market, at least for those Steven Jackson, Darren Sproles, Franco Harris. These cards used to be a little bit more, but now people are selling them for a lot cheaper, trying to just get rid of them. And the main way to do that is to price them around Darren McFadden's range, so that people at least look at them, because there's no point in looking at any of these other running backs that are 20K more than Darren McFadden, unless you're somebody who has already used McFadden and you already know he's horrible, and you're just not even looking at him at all, like I am. But for the other people that haven't used him, why would you pick up Steven Jackson at 70K when you can pick up Darren McFadden at 51K? Unless you're smart and you kind of understand, there's a reason he's selling for 51K. He's not that good. He's pretty bad. I wouldn't say bad. He's not that good. He's not good enough to be a 95 overall. There's better running backs that aren't his overall that yeah, I definitely would suggest over Darren McFadden. And Alfred Morris, I would leave him alone also. He just, I don't know, he was just very underwhelming, just very useless on my team. And I run the ball, and I run the ball a lot, and I run it very well. And it's kind of sad that I get higher overall cards to run the ball and do the exact same plays that Trey Mason does, and they can't do it as well as Trey Mason does it. So I'm going to stick with Trey Mason until they give me something better. I'm pretty sure Calvin Johnson should have a boss card coming out tomorrow. Hopefully. I know his actual Ultimate Team card is coming out tomorrow, but hopefully he's going to have a 24-hour card. If he does, I'm going to pull a ton of packs for it. So that will be up tomorrow. I'm pulling at least 60, probably a 60 pro packs for that for Calvin Johnson if he does have the 24-hour card. So yeah, look for that tomorrow. And I'm trying to do these trophy sets too, man. These things are a little bit of a pain. It takes a little bit of time. Some of the cards I'm buying, some of them I'm just doing buying the little rookie packs, little 2,500 coin packs, because you get bronze and silver players in those packs, and you usually come out pretty well. You usually come out, I mean, every time I've done it, I've usually came out with at least 2 to 3 players out of those packs that go into these trophy sets. And if you don't do it that way, you're paying $2,500 for a pack, and you're getting 2 to 3 players in these trophy sets. But if you actually go into the trophy sets and try and buy some of these players, you're paying $2,000 for a player, for a bronze player either way. So it's kind of, I kind of rather Just roll the dice with the packs every once in a while. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting kind of close in some of them. Other ones, I'm about halfway there. Some of them I need about 4 or 5 players. So I am trying to finish this. I'm trying not to spend too much on finishing it, but that's why I have no coins now. I've wasted a lot of them going through these trophy sets. Honestly, I think it will be worth it though if I can finish it quick enough, because Barry is still worth like 900k, plus you get like, I don't even know, 30, what's that, like 370k or something like that for actually completing all of these sets, something like that. I don't know exactly. I think because it's 32 teams, 10,000 for each team, that's 320k, 25,000 for the free agents, 345, and then you get 50 for actually once you complete everything and put them all into Barry's set. So 395, so almost 400k for actually completing the sets, not including what you're gonna get for selling Barry. So I'm not really too worried about completing these trophy sets, but I'm not trying to spend everything on it. So I'm slowly but surely doing it. Some of the cards in these sets are ridiculously priced because people know they go in these sets and they're the only ones that are selling those cards. So yeah, eventually I'm gonna get these trophy sets done, hopefully pretty soon. But that's gonna be it for this one. I'm Onyx, and I'm out of here.